What's going on, everybody? Nick Alberici here. Week 2 NFL picks and predictions. This is on a Tuesday. I'm doing this video, so if anything changes throughout the week, well, we'll see what happens because there's a lot of news this week coming early. But I want to get this. Like I said, I want to get these videos done earlier in the week so more people could watch them. No later than a Wednesday night, I'm going to try to get these out because I used to do them Thursday afternoon, once in a while, Wednesday night, when I could do them on Tuesday. So last week when I said my record, I'm going to be doing a record throughout the year for my record is per week and throughout the year for the game. So I add on to that. Last week I went 14-2. It's pretty hell of impressive. The games I lost were I had the Falcons to beat the Steelers. Kirk looked like total shit. And the Bengals I had to beat the Patriots. I think that was everybody's lock. And the Patriots won, and just Burrow, that team has looked like a disaster. So, nothing he could do there. So, it's a new week, week 2. And it's crazy that this week I can't believe it's my birthday. I'll be 20 years old. I remember sitting here doing these videos and I was 17. You know what I mean? Just turning 17. It's pretty outrageous. 3 years just went by that fast, but that's how it is. So we're going to start with the games. So remember, 14-2. And then next week I'll come on and say my weekly record and then whatever my record is total for a year. So here we go. We start with Thursday night. Bills Dolphins in Miami. Miami is 1.5. Over under is 48.5. It's a hell of a game to start off the Amazon Prime Thursday night games of the year. I'll take Miami because they're home. I just think that being home for the Dolphins is key here. If it was in Buffalo, I'd be going Buffalo. But Miami did look like shit last week. They got kind of bailed out in that game. If ETN doesn't fumble, the Jaguars win. But I'll take the Dolphins, and I'll take them in a one-score game. I'll say 23-20. Another 3-point win for them. I feel like, Josh Allen, will keep the Bills in the game single-handedly because, to me, I'm not a big Bills guy. But we'll see how the Dolphins D approaches it because they might, have a lot of personnel up front to stop Allen when his running abilities because the receivers don't really scare you. You know what I mean? So, but I'm going to take Miami. And then we move on to Sunday, and then believe it or not, we have my lock of the week to start off. And it's Dallas at home against the Saints. Dallas is 6.5, over is 45.5. I love Dallas this week because the Saints coming off that blowout win against the Panthers. Derek Carr, Dallas' defense looked very good last week. Dallas' defense is going to make Carr look like who he is, back to earth. I think Dallas destroys the Saints. I think it's going to be like a 34-10 Cowboys win. This is my lock of the week. I just feel like that. Yeah, Dallas and home opener. It's gonna be a pretty blowout of a game for Dallas. And then we got Buccaneers at the Lions. Lions are 7, over under 51.5. Both teams coming off wins. The Lions kind of looked like shit last week. I mean, they went into overtime, but it wasn't really, immediate hyping Lions win. They always talk about these, this, that, Lions, this, that. You're sitting here thinking the Lions will win by 10 points last week, but took them to overtime. If the Rams got that one third down completion, you would have been talking about a 20-17 Rams win. But I think the Lions will win this week. I mean, Tampa Bay, you know what I mean? They beat Washington last week, but I just feel like Tampa Bay is, they're not amazing. They're good, but they're not amazing. I think the Lions do actually win by exactly one score, though. Just because I'm going to say 27-20. So give me the Lions. And then we got Colts at Packers. Indy is 3.5. Over under is 40.5. No Jordan Love for the next, probably my guess. You won't see him probably till mid-October. Some were saying Halloween, but I think mid-October. If he's playing this game, I would probably take the Packers, but Indy's going to win. Malik Willis is complete, if you're going to put it this way, complete ass. He sucks. So I've been telling people that Green Bay won't win any games until Love is back. Malik Willis is just bad, man. The Colts did look good last week. I only lost to Houston by 2. But I'll take the Colts. It's 3.5 though. I feel like the Colts are going to win by more than that. I think they're going to win by 10. I'm going to say 20-10. I feel like it's going to be like a lower scoring game, but I'll take the Colts 20-10. And then we got the Jets and Titans in Tennessee. The Jets are 4, over under 41.5. The Jets looked like shit last night. I don't know if San Fran's D's good or just Rodgers is just washed. Gotta have my coffee with me doing this video, you know. I got the Jets. I got the Jets winning, but I just feel like the Jets. I don't know. Something's just missing. Yeah, something just off. Like I don't know what it is, but I will take the Jets because Tennessee last week they looked good in the first half, and then Will Levis just looks like shit, just throwing the ball around and letting the Bears win that game with Williams having 94 passing yards, whatever it was. So they're tough to trust right now. I feel like the Jets D will get on the Titans. It's gonna be a close game though because I'm not sold on the Jets. I'll say 20-17 Jets. I think it's gonna be a 3-point game. They just don't. I don't know. It's 1 week. I know maybe thinking about it 1 week against San Francisco, but I don't know. I'll take the Jets, though. All right. Then we got 49ers at the Vikings. San Francisco is 5.5. Over under is 45.5. It's going to be a hell of a game. I think it's going to be a better game than most people thought. I hope this is on TV. It's CBS. There's not a lot of good CBS games, so I hope it's on TV so I could watch it instead of watching Red Zone, hoping to go back into it. Christian McCaffrey seems like, as of right now, he's not going to play. Which, listen, I'm not all for guys being hurt, and I love McCaffrey. He's a stud. And seeing the Vikings get bailed out, not facing these star guys, but you know what? In a season where everybody's not expecting us to do much, we could take any wins we can. That was a hell of a win last week. I know it's only the Giants, but the Vikings absolutely dominated them. They did not, win the game 21-13 and hung around them. They just put that game away the first possession in the third quarter. That's, people are saying we're a bad team and all that. Hell no. We're a top 10 roster in football. I say it every day because people just say they're not because they don't pay attention like I do to my team. So there's a top 10 roster in football and a good teams destroy bad teams. That's what the Vikings did last week. But I'm going to still play it smart here because I'm on a predictions thing with the record. So I'm not trying to fuck up my record for the year. So I'm going to do the smart pick, the smart guy pick, and take San Francisco. But I'm taking San Francisco hoping for the Vikings to win. So it would be fine. But I keep telling people the Vikings are going to win this game. For some reason, they're going to get the Niners again. And it's my birthday, so they're going to... Last year, I was there to see us beat the Niners, so this year, the Vikings going to win for my birthday. We're going to have to do it potentially without Addison. He's going to be here out probably. So, obviously, Hawk's been out. But I'm just going to do the smart man pick and take San Fran. But my sense is telling me the Vikings. But I'm just going to stick to San Francisco. It's going to be a close-ass game. I'm going to say 27-21 San Fran. But if the Vikings win, it's going to be a game-winning field goal as time runs out. But I don't know. My gut's telling me the Vikings, but my head's telling me San Fran. So I'm going to stick to my head and say San Fran. So next week, if I come on here and the Vikings win, or whatever happens, it's a win for San Fran on my week. But if the Vikings win, I'll say, hey, you know what? I don't care. So San Francisco But it should be a hell of a game. That's going to be the game of the week, I think, on paper. That or the Bengals Chiefs, but it's going to be a hell of a game. Seahawks Patriots next game. Seattle is 3.5 over 38.5. The Patriots got hell of lucky last week. That was fucking ridiculous how the Bengals lost that shit. I'll take Seattle, even though they looked like shit last week against the Broncos. Cross country trip for Seattle, but I feel like they win this game more than what they did against the Broncos for some reason. I know they're away, and the Patriots, won last week, and their D looked good, but I feel like Seattle wins this game more than 6-7 points, whatever they did. I feel like they win by 10. I'm going to say 23-13, Seattle. Then we got these next two games are the games nobody gives two shits about, to be honest. We have the Giants and the Commanders. The Commanders are 2 over 43.5. I feel like the Commanders should be more than that. They look much better than the Giants did last week. I'll definitely take the Commanders here. I feel like, I don't know, the Giants can't fucking score touchdowns. So I don't know how this over-under is 43.5. This is going to be a typical, I think, 24-10 Commanders. You know what I mean? Your typical Giants, they fucking score one touchdown, and that's it. They're just bad. I don't know who's going to be the worst team in football, the Giants or like the Panthers, man. It's gonna be tough. They play in Germany at the end of the year in like November. I don't know how they have to play that game, but whatever. But now speaking of the Panthers, here we go. Chargers Panthers in Carolina. Damn, the Chargers are 6.5 point favorites. Over under 39.5. The spread on this game was just 4, like yesterday afternoon. So that line's telling me the Chargers are gonna win. The Panthers are so bad. They're so bad. You just can't pick them at all. So I'll take the Chargers. I don't know if it's going to be like a Chargers stinker or like they look like shit and they pull it out. The Panthers put up a fight. I don't know what to expect. But I'll take the Chargers easily. I'll just take them by 10. And I'll just say 24-14 Chargers. And then we got Browns, Jaguars in Jacksonville. The Jaguars are 3 over under 41.5. Both teams coming off losses. The Browns looked like shit, and the Jaguars blew it, and they choked. But I'll take the Jags because they're home. Deshaun Watson, man, people are already calling for Winston to start, which I don't think is a good idea. Winston gives you a worse shot of winning the game than Watson does, but I will take the Jags. I'll take the Jags 24-17 here. I think this will be a type of game where Watson's going down the field for a game-tying drive or a touchdown and go for 2 type of drive. And I'll throw a pick or a fumble inside like they're, in Jaguars territory and a minute left. So Jaguars win. And then the last 1 o'clock game. This is another lock of the week candidate, but I'm more confident in Dallas. As Raiders at Ravens. Baltimore's 9.5, over under 41.5. I think the Ravens win this game after last week. I think they're gonna come out and just punish them. You know what I mean? Punish them for last week. I really think, to be honest with you, Isaiah Likely, I think this is my bold prediction. This is just bold, so I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I think Isaiah Likely, to be honest, is this much better. Not much. This much better than Mark Andrews. To me, I think Andrews is fading away, and I think Likely's rising up. So I think this could be another big Likely game. But I feel like the Ravens win this game like 34-16. You know what I mean? Like that type of game. So give me Baltimore. 4 o'clock window. We have 3 games this week on the 4 o'clock window. It's Rams Cardinals for at 4:05. So we got the Arizona's 2 over under 49.5. It's hard. This is the toughest game so far I think I had to choose. Man. No Puka for the Rams. That's gonna hurt. Nobody's beat the Lions with Cup. I don't know. This is tough. Kyler Murray, they looked good, but then Marvin Harrison did shit. You gotta take some risks here. So I'll just stick with the Cardinals. This is a tough game. Tough game at all. I'll take the Cardinals. I think because they're home. That's why I'm doing it. I'll take the Cardinals 24-21. Yeah, if Puka's playing, I'm taking the Rams, but give me the Cardinals. Steelers, Broncos. Pitt's 3 over under 36.5. Pitt absolutely destroyed the Falcons' offense last week. It seemed like, to me, Kirk didn't look ready at all. He don't look fully healed. So as of right now, I'm still saying, I'm glad we didn't pay him. Yeah, give me the Steelers here. Russell Wilson's probably not going to play against his Broncos former team. But to be honest, I think Justin Fields in the long run, not just this week and last week, I think Justin Fields gives the Steelers a better shot at winning. To me, Russell Wilson's washed, old, can't move. Fields can move. He could, make some good throws last week to Pickens. I feel like Pitt's D is going to eat up Bo Nix. So give me the Steelers here by a touchdown. I'm going to say 23-16 Steelers. Then we got Bengals Chiefs. KC is 6, over under 48.5. The Bengals looked like shit last week. I'm hearing T. Higgins might not play again. So I'll take Mahomes and the Chiefs here. I feel like, if they beat the Ravens at home, what makes you think they're not going to beat the Bengals at home? You know what I mean? So give me Kansas City. And I'm going to say Kansas City here. I think Kansas City beats them by 2 touchdowns. I think this is a game where, it's going to be, it's obviously Arrowhead, tough place to play. I think, Burrow might, throw a couple picks here and there. I'm going to say 2 touchdown win, 30-31. I'll just say 30-17 Kansas City. So 13-point win. I just feel like that they let the Ravens hang around. I feel like the Ravens are here, the Bengals are here, so I feel like Kansas City hangs with the Ravens. To me, I think the Bengals are the wild card team at most. The wild card team don't make shit. Then we got Sunday Night Football. We got the Bears at the Texans. Houston 6.5, over under 45.5. If the Bears play the way they did Week 1 against Tennessee, they're gonna get pummeled. I think if they play like the Bears that everybody thinks they are, it'll be a close game. But to be honest, I don't think the Bears are that good. So I'll take Houston here. I'm gonna assume that the Bears play better, so that's why I think this game will be like a 8-point type of win at 28-20 for Houston. I'm assuming here the Bears are gonna play better, so give me Houston. But hey, it's the first time I think we've seen the Texans or even the Bears on a Sunday night game, and we saw the Bears I think last year, but I forget because I think they had like Tyson Bagent starting for them. But it's the first time we've seen Houston, I think, on a Sunday night game in a while. I can't remember. Can't remember the last time I saw Houston on a Sunday night game, but you know what? They're exciting until Stephon Diggs starts complaining. And then we got Monday Night Football. We got the Falcons at the Eagles. Kirk Cousins in Philly for the 3rd year in a row on Week 2 on a primetime game. That's actually nuts. That's crazy how the schedule's like that. But I'll definitely take the Eagles here. The Falcons don't look anything. Their defense looks legit. Like, if Cousins plays better, maybe Atlanta could win this game. But their defense looks good, but still not sold on it. The Eagles, last week, I don't know, they looked like shit in the first half. I don't know if it was the Brazil field, because that field over there, people were saying how bad it was. I agree, it did suck, but or just, I don't know. I mean, I think the Eagles win. I think the Eagles still win this game by a possession to 10 points. So I'm going to stick with the possession type game, but possession to 10 points. I feel like it's going to be a lower scoring game a little bit. It's 47.5, but Atlanta, to me, last week showed they can't put up points. I don't know. I mean, it's the Steelers. I don't know, but I'm going to say here 26 26-20, 26-20 Eagles. I think, to me, I feel like it could be more than that, but let's give it a 6-point game because there's some question marks with Jalen Hurts. He turns the ball over every game. So, 6-point game, Eagles win. So, there you go. It's week 2. NFL picks and predictions. So, remember my record last week was 14-2. And we'll see what it is this week. Hey, I'm trying for an undefeated week, and it's rare to happen, but if it does, that'll be sweet. So, all right, guys. Well, enjoy your week. Enjoy the games. I got the games. I got my birthday. I got everything this week. Loaded week. And that's it. So, all right, guys. I'll see you back here next week. As always, Skol Vikes. All right. See you guys next week.